This is how your indicator will look when it's first turned on. It does say off, so it's not in weighing mode right now. To get it to weigh mode, you need to just touch the home button, and then you'll see it change to lift up. You will need to calibrate your own scale for your machine. That is something we cannot do here at our shop. All machines are different, so you will need to calibrate it yourself. To start the calibration procedure, we're going to go into settings, go F10, and we want to go to advanced, F10 again, and we're going to go to calibration, F4. It's going to ask for the password. The password's 6343. You see it's going to come up to your different calibration points, your empty cal, your first load, your second load, your third load, and your fourth load. Your first load will be your lighter of the loads, then you want to increase gradually up to about a full bucket for load 4. You can start with do empty calibration, so hit F3. Is now showing us the status, which is they want you to lift up, the number of lifts, and your pressure in the system. So there's currently 32 bar, and I already did 15 lifts. So we can delete this calibration by hitting delete and then delete again. Here now it shows 0 lifts, so we're ready to begin. So we want to start at high idle, curl the bucket all the way back, and go to high idle, and then do the lift. So beginning to lift, going through the switch, and the lift went to number 1. We recommend doing multiple lifts at multiple speeds. So I'm going to continue coming down about 100 RPM. So it's about 2100. I'm going to go to 2000 and work my way down. So I'm going to do another lift to 2000, and that one is completed. Go all the way back down. Now I will go to 1900, and this will be the last one I show you. For this one. So there's weighing point, or calibration point 3. Once you've done them all, say 9 or 10 or how many ever, you hit the F1 button, and then you can go into your load number 1 calibration. We're going to do the same thing there. We're going to start with a heavy, or a lighter weight, and lift that at multiple speeds, starting with the faster RPM first. Once you know your weight of the material you're lifting, you can input that by hitting F9. You see here that this one I use 738 pounds. Make sure that if you want to read in pounds, that it says pounds here, or you can hit F9 change the kg. You see it did the math automatically there for me, and go back to pounds, and then hit OK, F10, and then you would continue doing all your lifts, and then hit your F1 to go back, then continue on, do your load 2, your load 3, your load 4, and then once you're done with that, you can go to F1. It's going to ask you if you want to discard or save. We want to save the calibration, so hit F8. Once it's done that, you now have a calibrated scale. The next thing we would recommend doing is zeroing the bucket. So we want you to hit F9. It's asking you to just please do an empty lift. So my bucket is empty still there, so I'm going to go ahead and do a lift. And it says that it was successful. So we come back down, and then I'm going to hit F1. Now the scale is calibrated and zeroed and ready to weigh your material. Okay, we're going to start using the scale. I have some CA6 white rock material here I want to weigh. So I'm going to go into the pile. Pick up some material. I'm ready to weigh it. You can do this while you're rolling, but for safety reasons I'm gonna stop. So now we're just gonna simply have the bucket rolled all the way back. You can go up to whatever speed you feel comfortable at. Pull your lift lever all the way back until it goes through the switch. And there displays your weight. So now I'm going to dump. Now the top number is what I just lifted. The second one is our total number of lifts and our total. So I'm going to get another bucket here and weigh it. Do my lift. Bucket was all the way back. That one is saying 26.22, and the total there is at the top of the last two lifts. Once we've loaded the truck and we want to start over, clear the total, all you have to do is hit F6, delete the total load, F6 again, delete, and we're back to 0 buckets with a 0 total, and you're ready to start the next truck.